Hello, I'm Brooke Robertson.
And I'm Marcus Robinson, and we proudly hail from the South Putnam FFA chapter in Indiana. And today we are competing in Animal Systems Division 6.
And we're going to tell you about our fantastic project over how algicides affect the rate of growth of bluegill fish.
In the summer of 2016, our aquaculture lab got a renovation. This allowed us to further our research and development of our tilapia fish. In the spring of 2017, we did a project over bluegill fish and how hydrogen peroxide affects their growth. We did this based on different concentrations of hydrogen peroxide. We went to nationals with this project and got the opportunity to talk with some great judges. During this time, they asked us one question that really stuck out. It was, how does hydrogen peroxide compare to other algicides? Brooke and I did not know the answer, but were eager to find out. When we got back to our school, we decided to further our research and investigate which algicide is comparable to hydrogen peroxide. We found that copper sulfate was the next best algicide, and that's where we are here today.
For our project, we had 54 bluegill fish separated into 6 tanks for 2 trials: 2 controlled, 2 hydrogen peroxide, and 2 copper sulfate. Each tank was fed once a day, weighed once a week, and was given the appropriate concentration of their algicide once a week. We got the concentrations due to collaborations with Falling Waters Farms, our chemistry teacher, and our agricultural advisors. We recorded the weights on charts, found the average of weights per week per tank, and put them on a line graph to compare to the other tanks. This was supposed to be done over an 8-week period, but sadly due to coronavirus, we were only able to perform it for 5 weeks.
With our line graphs, we were able to conclude that copper sulfate is the best algicide to use. Hydrogen peroxide slowed the growth rate of our bluegill fish. We also noted during this time that copper sulfate kept the tanks the cleanest. So when worrying about algae in your ponds, copper sulfate is the way to go. You have to note though that copper sulfate is such a high concentration that you need to use it at the appropriate amount, or you might kill your fish. Some skills we gained were time management. During this time, we had to measure, weigh our fish, and record it into charts in just a little amount of time. We also had to have great organization with our data. We had so many numbers coming from the 6 tanks that we had to make sure we recorded them in the appropriate charts, or our results could be messed up. We also learned some weight and measurement skills using our digital scale.
Our research and project can be used in the agriculture industry by other aquaculturists and just everyday pond owners, so they know what algicide they can use to get rid of the algae but not stunt the growth rate of their fish.
Thank you for taking time to judge our Agriscience project. During these trying times, it's what you guys are going to make our dreams come true.